I want to talk about a scenario that happened to me in Combat League while fighting a scrubby Jade. This is a Jade that would down two, no, after getting hit, from right there she just YOLO down two, and it actually caught me 4 times. So what happened is, my gameplay often is I'm trying to gel, right? I'm trying to do this, and it's a gel because she doesn't have time to duck. But if she does have time to duck, see, my first one missed. That means that I didn't gel properly, and that's what was happening. The reason why sometimes that happens is because you hit and then you look to see if they block or not, and if they don't block, you react and you hit. So this one has 14 hit advantage, so that's high. It's easy to usually to gel if you have an 8 frame starter and a 14 hit advantage. I think with lag, that's what my thinking was, because usually I don't miss these, right? I react and I gel properly. It's extremely rare that I don't do it, but 4 times in a row, I don't know if I'm finding excuses in my head because I suck, or is it because it was actual lag? I think it was lag, but anyways, and I think that's a different discussion. But if it was offline, a lot of the things that people abuse and get away with would not work offline, because there's just no delay. And the delay, what it means is that you physically press in your living room, you press, but it comes out like 2 frames late or 3 frames late, something like that, which is why it leads to this sort of abuse. I'm going to show you how I should have adjusted. What I wanted to do, I kept getting hit by it because I kept trying to do it properly, and I kept whiffing my first hit like this, and she kept down twoing me. What I should have done, I'm going to show you 2 adjustments. I should have jailed with down 3, because look at the animation of down 1. Jade bends over. Jade bends over. It's kind of difficult to see the difference when you're in high stress and you're fighting someone between a ducking Jade and a Jade that just does this movement, like the stomach movement, bend over a bit. It looks a little bit similar compared to this. The visual cue that you get with down 3 now, this is like an update. They started this with Nightwolf and Shiva, with the down 3 would result in this animation where she just, her little leg hurts, right? You see, it's the leg that moves. We hit the knee. This is absolutely amazing for gelling, because you can react to, okay, she's standing up, now I can hit, right? Compared to this, you're not sure, you have to kind of react. So what I should have done, 2 things. First one, instead of doing down 1, I should have done down 3 and gel with that, like this, simply because the visual cue would have helped me. I guess I'm going to say 3 things. Or I should have just done this and kept crouched. She would have whiffed and I would have down to crushing blow her ass. I should have done that, but I just was so focused on trying to do my gels properly because I'm not anyways. And then the third option, this would have been the safest option, and that's the option I recommend against scrubs that down 2 on hit is down 4, because the hit advantage is so much higher. So 14 hit advantage, 18 hit advantage. And the visual cue, obviously, like, this is so much more significant. Obviously, she moves compared to this. She stays in place. This is a gel. Look, she doesn't have time to bend down, right? And it's 18 frames of hit advantage. This is 14 frames. So this means that I can hit her 4 frames before she's able to do anything, to duck, to jump, anything other than block. This game will let you block, even though the math doesn't add up, because otherwise we would have infinites. Anyway, so that's how this game works. So I should have done this and followed up with a mid, because it would have prevented me from, let's say I even miss my mid. Let's say I miss my gel. Okay, I missed my gel. It takes 10 frames, I think. Yes, 10 frames to down to someone. She was able to do it before, because even though this would come faster than the down 2, it would whiff over her head, right? Because it's a high. But if I do this, she will be able to duck, to jump, but she will not be able to get a move out in time to hit me, because it's a mid. As simple as that. So usually I'm able to get these properly, like a proper gel, where she doesn't even have time to do anything at all. But if I would have delayed, this will still work, and I'll prove it. Okay, so look here. See, she was able to duck, and I'm going to show you with a jump. Okay. Did you see that? Blech! Sometimes this practice mode is cracked. This is how this could have worked. Whoops. Isn't it interesting how practice mode still fucks up like this? Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. This is like a puzzle to me. I'm almost always on practice mode, and I don't know why. Anyways. This is what I should have done. This is how you control down 2 mashers. You control them with mids, right? And you control them with down 4 mids. It depends on your character. Like, Jade can't do that, right? She doesn't have a follow-up that is significant enough. She could do gel into, maybe not, maybe. But Jade has to take a step forward. You could probably do something like this. Oh yeah, you can. Actually, it is a gel. She doesn't have time to duck again, right? If I delay it though, I'm gonna get smacked. So this is an option for Jade. Maybe back 1. Yeah, back 1 is gonna work. Yeah. So the jail for Jade would be down 4 into back 1. The follow-up is unsafe, obviously, the overhead, but you can do something else. That's not close enough. I don't know, something, right? I'm sure there are other options with Jade that I need to... Oh my god. Okay, this would actually work. And let's actually just test it out real quick. You have to take like a significant step forward. Yeah, you see how Cetrion went further down 2 and was unable to get it out? What about down 1? Yeah, down 1 is our fastest move. Sometimes it touches, sometimes it doesn't. So yeah, Jade from a down 4 can take a full step forward and hit with a mid. So it keeps her safe from mashers. So against mashers, reinforce with a mid. It doesn't have to be down 4 into a mid, right? It can be down 3 into a mid. Actually, this might even... But as long as it's a mid, and they can't duck, the first one, you should be fine against YOLOers. Actually, I need to test this. Okay, I'm delaying. Okay, yeah, it definitely works, right? I have time to jump, which indicates I'm not jailed properly, completely. Let's wait even longer. Okay, it's a bit longer. Let's wait even longer. Okay, maybe not. Maybe not that long. Almost. Anyways, okay, this fucking move. I'm gonna talk about what changes I think needs to happen soon, but down 2 should be unsafe and punishable without pushback, in my opinion, in the next patch. We'll talk about it later in another video. Like, comment, subscribe, peace. Follow me on Twitter.